Morning, everyone. Today is June 1st. I should have known that. It's June 1st. It's just, it's 8:30 a.m. Happy Pride Month for those who are part of the oh my gosh, am I even saying that right? LGBTQ plus community. If you are part of that community, know that this is a safe space for you. I don't judge. You are welcome here if if you feel like you're not welcomed everywhere else. I'm totally cool with you. So yeah, it's Pride Month, which means rainbows everywhere, which is awesome. I have a few to show today. I have a buttload of stuff on my plate for June, which is a little scary. I'm worried that I'm going to burn out very fast, not meet requirements kind of thing. Well, I'm going to try my butt off, I guess, is what I was trying to say, you know. Yeah, did I say what my name was? I don't even know. I'm Savannah. And welcome to my channel. This channel is about my crafty journey in life. So I show what I am working on each week. And yeah. So summer vacation has started for my children. They finished school last Thursday. And sadly it has been raining ever since. Today there's no clouds in the sky though. So I'm very excited to think that maybe that is past us. It's very unusual to have several days of rain here in Colorado, at least the part that I'm in. When I first moved here about 11 years ago now, the way that the rain worked here was every day around 2 or 3 p.m. it would rain for no more than 30 minutes. Like you'd have a nice warm sunny day, no clouds in the sky kind of thing, and then it'd rain in the afternoon for just a few minutes, and then it'd clear and you'd be back to bright sunny blue skies. And it did it every single day during the summer kind of thing, so you knew how to plan, you know, for your day. These last year or so, it has definitely changed. I mean, it's changed a lot, you know, longer, you know, a while back. I haven't seen the rain in the afternoon for just a few minutes kind of thing in a long time. This past weekend it rained every single day. It was just yuck. And yesterday I don't think it stopped raining at all. I was like, oh. And it sucks too, especially when you are living in a place where you get over 300 days of sun. You're so used to that when you get several days in a row where there's no sun, you kind of get, you know, the joy sucked out of you. But thankfully I woke up this morning and clear skies, no clouds anywhere. Hopefully it'll stay like that. And we'll have a great week. First week off of school. My kids will finally get to play outside. Hopefully. So we'll see. Oh, excuse me. So today in my video, I have 2 finishes. I made a little note. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 whips and a bit of plans as well. No haul this time, and then we will announce the giveaway winner. Okay. Let's see here. Well, the finishes. Obviously, you can see the first one. I got it finished. This is my ranunculus. As you can see, it's very see-through when you wear a black tank top. But that's okay. I did pair this with my sweatpants because I'm going to be comfortable. I'll probably change out of this anyways, just so that I can wear something a little bit warmer when we do leave the house later, in case it is still chilly. But yes, my ranunculus. This, you know what? I really love it. I really do love it. So I knit this with 1 strand of mohair. It's the Knit Picks Aloft. And the colorway is Seoul, hand painted. So Seoul, South Korea, hand painted. That's why I purchased this yarn, for the name strictly. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and then I heard someone talk about making the ranunculus in one strand of mohair, and I was like, oh, well, there you go. So I did. It did this weird like striping, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The colors are a bit crazy, so it's hard to see the yoke details. There's the eyelets here, and then there's some like Passover stitches or something. I'm not entirely sure what they were called. I forget, but and then you have these doohickeys. I don't know. So yeah, I did lengthen the body just a bit, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Yeah, and then when I got to the ribbing, so I knit these on a 10.5 US. I can't remember. Needles, my Licca needles, so they're wooden needles, not very sharp. And I got to the ribbing, and the ribbing is a twisted rib. That's really hard on big needles that are not sharp, and it's just one strand of mohair. It's a bit difficult. I struggled. It was very slow going. And then somehow right in this area, like right here before the end, I kind of got off like of my knits and purls, and I said screw it. So the rest of it all the way down, I did regular knits and purls and got it done. I did the Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy Bind Off. It's my favorite bind off. It's the only one I use for, unless the pattern calls for something else. This one, the sleeves were an elastic bind off, which is a little bit different. But everything else I always do Jenny's incredibly stretchy or super stretchy bind off, and that was a little tricky with the one strand of mohair, but I got it done. And yeah, it's surprisingly warm for a lightweight see-through sweater. Like, I'm not mad at it, and I'm pretty happy, and I might actually make more mohair type sweaters. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's finished and super fun. You know what's really nice is when I washed and blocked it, I set it outside because it was actually a sunny day, and it dried within like 5 minutes. I was like, yes, this is amazing. I can wear it that day. Okay, my second finish was my May socks. Finish these guys up. So the pattern is called Whistle Down Socks, and they are by Twinset and Pearl. The yarn is Mystery Lake by Spectacular Yarns, and I knit these on a US 1 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circular needles. That was a struggle. My hands definitely did not like knitting on those. Sadly, I might have to knit on them again this month. Plans, I'll show you. They are a little loose, and I'm wondering if that's because it was the 9-inch circular. I know Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady says that when she uses 9-inch circulars. Okay, sorry. So yeah, just a little loose, but nothing terrible. So there's this lace little bit here. The ribbing is a Purl 2 knit one, but twisted. It's super fancy. And then the rest of it's just plain stockinette. You got your heel flap and gusset. Yeah, what else can I say? May socks are finished. Now I gotta cast on my June socks. June is turquoise. And then if you're unaware what I mean by May and June socks, so Sweet Violet and Lay Family Yarn, they came together to do a year-long knit along, a sock knit along. It's called the Rainbow Sock Chronicles. I have it linked in the description below. It's linked in the description below. Every month you knit a pair of socks in a color that's designated for that month. So for May it was green. June is turquoise. So yeah, and so on and so forth. At the end of the year, I'll have a picture of all of them all together. So yeah, he's for May. Okay, so that's all my finishes. Next are whips real quick. Sorry, my kids are making lots of noise. Whips. All right, so also, if you were unaware, I have made myself a kind of a routine. I'm not being very strict with it, but I do have a routine. Mondays are for sweaters. Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays are sweaters. Tuesdays and Thursdays are socks. Wednesdays, shawls. And then Saturday, open. It's for free day. And then Sunday is supposed to be Scrappy Sunday for my blanket. I haven't done that in like 2 weeks. But anyways, so Wednesday, I worked on my shawl hung day. This is by Ashley Wemp. I know I talk about it every week. My colors don't contrast as well as these ones, so it's kind of hard to see this mosaic design. This is mosaic, so it's just a bunch of slip stitches. It's all garter stitch as well. But it looks nice and big, so that's why I wanted to knit it. Plus hung day. I used to party in Hongdae. It's a district in Seoul, South Korea. I have a little map right up there. Okay, so the yarn I'm using is by Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. That's my yarn company, which I forgot to mention, but everything is linked below. So this is my January color of the month and my February color of the month, and it's based off of Lore Olympus, the webcomic by Rachel Smith. So yeah, these are my colors. They look like they would contrast. They don't. They're almost the exact same when you put them in black and white. That's how you tell. And I didn't even think to check that until after I started knitting this project, which is unfortunate. So here is where I'm at. I got a pretty big chunk done on this section. So I'm still on section 1. All of this is section 1. Let me see if I can show you. So section 1 is this, and it comes all the way down to, I think, here. All there. And then section 2 is a stripe up this way, and this stripe, and then I think another just solid stripe. And then section 3 is this one, and this one. And then section 4 is the border. So I'm still in section 1. I'm hoping that maybe this week I can get section 1 finished. I think I'm pretty close. Let me see. Section 1. Yes, I'm actually just 6 rows away from section 1. So yeah. I think I'll definitely get section 1 finished and be able to start section 2 before you see it next week. See, as you can tell, you can't really see the design that well. Which is a bummer, but I'm still gonna go with it because the colors are still pretty together. It's my Lore Olympus sweater, or I mean shawl. It's not a sweater. So yeah. I'm wondering, you know, like if when I block it, it'll. I mean, I don't think it'll help that much, but it'll open it up a bit, maybe. So you have my little dino. That's how much I did the last time you saw this. So I'll have to move that. Let's do it now, because I usually forget when I start knitting. I usually forget, and I'm like a row or 2 already, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to move that. So we're gonna move that guy right there. Now he's at the bottom. And yeah. Okay. So this is a 75-25% merino nylon blend type yarn, fingering weight. I'm knitting this on a, what is this, a US 6. These are my, what are these? Knitter's Pride needles, I think. wooden needles. They match my Swift and my ball winder that my husband bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago. Really pretty. Rainbow. Rainbow. Anyways, yeah. So this is where I'm at on this shawl. It only gets the one day of the week, which is a little unfortunate, but with it being pretty, especially the mosaic bit being a bit intensive, I can't really take it with me on the go. Trying to work on it in the evenings while watching TV is not the best. I mean, yeah, sure, the garter sections might be, but okay, next whip. We'll go ahead with this one. I worked on this one a lot. So I got this yarn. Got this yarn at my local yarn shop. I showed you last week. The Zobber Ball. Crazy. I apologize that it does not focus very well. But I just cast these on as a pair of vanilla socks because I wanted a pair of vanilla socks, which have been very nice for me because I've been taking them everywhere. On walks, when my family and I go on walks together in the neighborhood. I took this to a party yesterday and I've been just chugging along. So I'm just going to put in an afterthought heel somewhere. I'm thinking in this, somewhere in this section, I'm going to cut in an afterthought heel. I just got to figure it out so that I can count my 60 rounds before I do the toe. But this is super nice. This is what it's looking like. Just knit, knit, knit. I love the color changes. I'm into a blue and a pink mix, so it looks almost like cotton candy. It's really hard to, yeah, it's hard to show you. But yeah. It is a 75-25, you know, wool and nylon. I think it says superwash wool. Yeah, strong quality superwash, and then 25% polymid, but then it also says in English 75% virgin wool, 25% nylon. Unless that's what, you know, because it is like a stranded, it's almost like a hand spun yarn. Oops, sorry. It's like a hand spun yarn. So I'm wondering if each strand is different. One is superwash and one is just a virgin wool. I wonder if that's what it is. I don't know. Knitting on these on my US 1 2.25 millimeter magic loop style. And yeah, I think the last time I showed you, I just had the cuff done. So it's been very nice just having easy socks. Okay, next whip. Yeah, before I show you kind of like, oh, this is like a new cast on, so I'll go with a different whip. All right, so this one is definitely a focus for this month. This one is called Pride Yoke. It is by Knits and Knots, and you can find them at Knits and Knots WPG. I'm assuming, well, I'm gonna assume that means Winnipeg, because the website is knitsandknots.ca for like maybe Canada. So IG, you know, Knits and Knots WPG. So I'm going to assume Winnipeg, but I could be wrong. Who knows? So this is a sweater. It is Pride Yoke. It is knit in Lion Brand cotton yarn. So like Kobo and Trubu, you know, cotton and, let me get the tag. Lion Brand Kobo. And then my colored stripes are in Trubu. I think it's called to use Trubu for the white as well, but I was able to find this at Walmart for a lot cheaper than what I could find the Trubu at Joann's. So yeah, it is a long sleeve sweater, but I love how this looks. Even though this is an unfinished sweater, I like the short sleeve look, so I'm making mine short sleeve. Pride yoke. So I have a goal this month. I am going to work on this every day for 30 minutes until it is finished. I did get quite a bit of progress done on this the last couple of days. It's just been, you know, like an easy knit. It's just plain stockinette, no color changes for a while. So I'm not sure if my marker is where I was last time I showed you, or if I was a little bit further than that and forgot to move this. I don't remember, to be honest. So I did knit quite a bit this past week on this, just trying to get it done, because for some reason when I knit plain stockinette, I feel like things don't grow. So yeah, 30 minutes a day. I put in a marker yesterday when I did it, so this is where I was, and I got about 4 rounds in before my timer went off, and that's just under an inch. So if I can do that for a couple of days, I should have this done by the middle of the month, maybe, if I'm lucky. So it's cotton. It's super soft, so soft. Yeah, and I can't wait to wear it this summer. So yeah, I think I'll add maybe an inch, and then I'll do an inch ribbing for the sleeves. We will see. So yeah, that is a big priority this month, to get this done. 30 minutes a day. Hopefully I can get that taken care of. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say about that. I just want to get it done. Oh, I think maybe I'd want to get it done because I feel like I've been finishing a lot lately. I finished this, the socks, my Radvent cardigan. I just want to get these things done so that I can start new things. I mean, I did start a few things, but more things. Especially that like knitting wish list, which wish list is probably not the correct term. You know, it's just it's my queue, kind of. I want to start emptying out the I want to use the yarn that I purchased for specific projects. I want to keep doing that before I buy more yarn. I mean, I'm not saying that I won't be buying yarn, but I want to start getting that filtered out. So I have 2 new starts. I'll go ahead with the small one first. Here's my whip. New start. It's called Lucky Socks by Candy Shop Yarns. It's only on Etsy. You can't get it on Ravelry, so I'll link it below. And this is where I got to. So this is what my plans for my neon yarns were. My neon yarns. So I noticed in the pattern that she actually calls for 7 neon colors. I only have 6. I think it'd still work just fine. So yeah, I didn't think before I put these colors together that it'd look very Halloween-ish, but that's fine. The next 3 colors are going to be, oops. I think I'm going to put them this way: blue, green, and then pink. But I have to do a section of the dark gray in between. So yeah, this is what I have. I got my neons. This is the rainbow, the Neon Rainbow Squad, Sewlivi Dyes Yarn, my company. And then I have my leftover from my Radvent cardigan. This is just slightly darker than what I have available, called Dark Moon, to go with this set if you are interested. So yeah, I started this, did this in about 1 day, and then called it quits because I think I did this on Wednesday, and I was like, I have to work on my shawl. My shawl is the priority today. As you can see, I am knitting these on 2 short circular needles. I think these are the 16-inch circular needles. They're US 1, 2.25. I believe these are Knitter's Pride. Oh, I forgot what kind of needles these are. I don't love them. The joins are a bit rough for sliding this yarn around. The only reason why I'm using 2 circular needles is because I don't have any other. I need to buy more Chiagos. You know, the Chiago red lace, I believe. The kind that I use for my magic loop. I need more of those, but I'm kind of waiting. Like there's some hanging on my wall, right? Fingers there. But one is not a US one and the other one is a US 0. I could probably get away with the US 0, but I think my socks would be extremely tight then. I'm kind of waiting for Kay of Crazy Sock Lady to open up her, I mean, her Etsy shop is open, but I know that she is working on carrying more supplies in there, and one of them is needles, so sock needles specifically. So I'm kind of waiting so I can just order from her instead of Amazon. But yeah, this is what I'm doing in the meantime. Oh, excuse me. Okay, last new cast on whip. It's a big one. I finally decided to cast on my summer sorrel. I think in my Instagram, I was looking back when I did the gauge swatch for this sweater. I wrote in the description that I think maybe I would start, not in the description, it was a comment maybe, that I was going to maybe start this after I got the yoke done on this, or something about my Radvent cardigan. But I ended up getting both of them finished, and then I was like, okay, now it's a good time to start. So the Summer Sorrel, this by Wool and Pine. A lot of people are working on this, and I think that's another reason why I was very tempted. Oh my gosh. That's why I was very tempted to start this one as well. So my yarns for this are yarns from Spectacular Yarns. She gifted these to me before she left. She used to live here and then she moved away, and I'm sad that I lost my knitty friend. But she gifted me these. These are some of her Advent colors from last year. I forget. This one is Advent number 9, number 13, and then 22. So 9, 13, 22. She knows I love greens. And so I thought these would be perfect to fade together like this for the Summer Sorrel. And so yeah, let me get these back in here kind of nicely. So let me show you my start. It's kind of difficult to figure out where exactly the back is. This is where I'm at. I just faded in the second color, like one round of the second color last night. So that's pretty exciting. Those are my dip stitches. This is a pretty easy pattern once you get going. Yeah, I have to refer back to it for every round, but it's like all I have to do is pretty much get, I guess it would go this way. Once I get one repeat done, because it's just pretty much repeating itself again and again, it's really simple to memorize, and I was like, this is nice and quick. It is a little slow doing the dip stitches. That does slow me down just a hair. But other than that, it's fun and not as bad as I thought. So the cast on is an I-cord cast on, which was really fun. It looks really nice. It is a little bit slower, but it's not so bad. I know a lot of people have been, like, a lot of people that I've been talking to, or well, not talking to, but watching on YouTube, who are making this. They say I mean, maybe mine will stretch out too, or else that's how tight of a knitter I am, that I'm not getting as wide of a neckline as a lot of other people are. I know Nitty Natty, she's knitting this, and her biggest fear is her neckline. Hers stretches out real far, but I do believe she is a loose knitter. So I'm hoping mine stays pretty tight. I mean, this is as far as it stretches right now. Hopefully it won't stretch out too much further. It looks pretty good, actually. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And that is what I've got. Okay, plans for this month. Plans are to finish the rainbow yoke sweater. Plans are to get more of my rainbow, and well, do the Lucky Star socks, you know, because they're kind of rainbow. Get those finished this month would be great. I do have to cast on my June socks, and I'll show you the yarn right here. So I chose Patons, or is it Patones? Croy socks. This one is called Turquoise Jacquard. So I'm hoping that this is enough. I think I only bought one. I don't plan to match any stripes up, so I'm just gonna knit, and hopefully I can get 2 normal size socks, because you can't do shorty socks for the Rainbow Socks Chronicles. So I had a hard time picking turquoise, like trying to figure out what turquoise really meant. I had a hard time with that because turquoise is difficult. Like, especially when I would Google turquoise yarn online, it was such a range of like blue colors. I'm like, what the heck? Yes, this one has turquoise in the name, but then when I Googled like actual turquoise, I was like, oh, of course, I forgot. It's that stone that has this blue color in it, and it's usually speckled with black. I'm like, duh, of course. I grew up with my sisters loving turquoise because I remember when we would go to the powwows in the summertime, because my family is part Native American. We would go to the powwows, and I remember there was a vendor who sold turquoise jewelry there, and I remember seeing it, and I wasn't too like enamored with it, but it's something I remember. So this is going to be my turquoise socks. Just going to do that. And then it is also summer sock camp. It started today. Woo woo! Crazy sock lady, Kay Litton. She's hosting the summer sock camp. It is this month and next month. And I don't know a lot of the details. So you'll have to go over to her channel to find out more. But I want to start a pair of socks this month for the summer sock camp. I'm sure any socks that I knit this month, like all 3, would be just fine. But this one, I'd like to start as well. I just don't have any needles. All my needles are being used up. So I want to knit this. This is the Sewlivi Dyes Yarn Let's Go Camping colorway. I have one more skein of the sparkle left. I do need to dye it, so if you do order it, it is a dye to order. But yeah, I want to start these this month as well for the summer sock camp. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably tag all the other socks that I knit as summer sock camp as well, just so that I am participating. That is all my whips, all of them. I need to pause this video real quick and do the giveaway. Okay, I'm back. I will insert the mini video that I took right here so that you can see who the winner is of the rainbow, what is this? The Neon Rainbow Squad. Congratulations to the winner. Go ahead and get in contact with me. You can message me on Instagram, or you can leave a comment down below and I don't know, maybe just message me on Instagram. It might be the easiest way to get in touch with me. But this is gonna come home with you. I'm so awkward. That is it for today, guys. Yep, everything. I don't have anything else. Oh, excuse me. God, why would I yawn so much? Because I talk too much. That is it. I appreciate you stopping by and watching my videos, maybe sticking around. Please like and comment maybe if you'd like, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.